the Carolina Crusher, ready to do battle.
I'm Kris Chapman, and I just ran the steps that made Rocky famous. And trust me, these are some serious steps. Taking center stage here in Philadelphia this week will be another power sport, that of monster truck racing. Instead of the Italian Stallion, you're going to see the Black Stallion taking on the legendary Bigfoot. And there's many more of the superstars of monster truck racing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tallahassee Civic Center in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm Bret, Kepner, and along with almost 24 of the nation's fastest super modified mud racers, we are getting ready for what could be the ultimate showdown in indoor off-road racing. The big rivalry between Jeff Acker's Insanity supercharged Chevrolet Powered Roadster and the three-time and defending world champ Tom Martin in the Super Trooper 32 Chevy could be coming to a head right here in Tallahassee. To the 1991 Monster Truck Challenge Series. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as we get ready to begin qualifying for this U.S. Hot Rod Association 8-Truck Monster Showdown. The very first man on the starting line, Mike Beeler, and the record. The elapsed time for the Wrecker Chevrolet, 2.64 seconds, will obviously set the pace. Now, you can obviously see that the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet of Gary Porter has already been through the ringer. He had to go quicker than 2.64. The elapsed time, 2.22 seconds. From Woodstock, Illinois, Rob Fuchs and the First Blood Ford. A wild landing for Fuchs. The First Blood Ford goes 2:13. Number one by 0.09 of a second. That will bring up Bennett Clark's Hardy Chevrolet four-wheel Valvoline machine called Clydesdale. 2:21 for the Clydesdale. Unbelievable run. John Payne in the Sunoco sponsored Bigfoot Ford. In the elapsed time, though, somewhat of a disappointment for John Pyatt and the Bigfoot fans. 2.33 seconds as John Kwasniewski's Buffalo Tremor pulls to the line. The elapsed time to beat, 2:13. Kwasniewski in the Buffalo Tremor runs 2.09 seconds. The Outlaw in one of its very few hometown appearances. Tremendous run by Mike White. On the brakes hard. The elapsed time, 2.20 seconds. Next up, though, the Black Stallion of Michael Vaughters out of the state of Maryland. The elapsed time for the Black Stallion Ford, 2.093 seconds. The Black Stallion falls into the number 2 spot behind the surprising John Kwasniewski-driven Buffalo Tremor. And we still have eliminations yet to go.
In just a little while, the entire Delaware Valley will open its arms to Mike Wine and the Jersey Outlaw as he tries to take a first-ever win in the Spectrum. But that won't be an easy task as he takes on the superstars of monster truck racing.
And we'll see that battle when we return, when the Outlaw will have to take on the Black Stallion, Bigfoot, Buffalo Tremor, and the rest. Stay with us. We're back at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. The number one qualifier ended up being John Kwasniewski and the Buffalo Tremor, coming back from this action a week ago. One of the most horrific incidents so far of the 1991 U.S. Hot Rod Association season, and you can still see plenty of sheet metal damage on the machine that came back 7 days later. And Kwasniewski takes the first win of the event by the narrowest of margin. That'll bring out Rob Fuchs in the First Blood, a machine that was surprisingly the number 3 qualifier. But he's got his work cut out for him. In the very first round, he's drawn John Pyatt and the Bigfoot Ford. And the whole shot goes to Bigfoot. Both machines sideways in the shutdown area. But Rob Fuchs came back around to win an incredibly close battle. But look at the distance at the finish line. About 3 feet, both machines into the retaining wall in the wildest battle we've seen yet. The Super Winch-sponsored Jersey Outlaw Ford is going to be hard-pressed. He'll take on Mike Beeler and the always impressive Wrecker Chevrolet. But at the finish line, it is almost too close to call. The Outlaw apparently has come back around, and yes, the U.S. Harvard Association officials say now Mike Wine is the official winner. Certainly one of the best efforts so far this season for Vaughters, taking the number 2 spot. A narrow win, but a win nonetheless for Gary Porter. He upsets the number 2 qualifier for the Chevrolet fans. But coming up, we've got the semifinal round with the final 4 remaining. Stay with us.